Welcome to the Stab Abby and Matt podcast, thanks to Chemist Warehouse. Shop the Chemist Warehouse Fragrance Frenzy sale now. Stab Abby and Matt.
Brisbane wakes up with Stab, Abby and Matt on B105.
Hello, podcasters.
Hello, podcasters.
What brings you here today?
They want to listen to our dulcet tones.
Stab Abby and Matt.
That's us.
If you found us by mistake and you were looking for something else, stick around, okay?
You won't do any better.
Give us a go. Coming up today, we speak to Michael Carr-Gregg, a child psychologist, about these social media laws.
I'm looking forward to it.
It'll be interesting to see what the children
I
do.
know, it'd be interesting to see how long it is before I get kicked off.
We'll
For looking too young.
yeah, of course, of course.
Probably got some time there.
Does Finn have?
Yes.
You've got time restrictions on his phone. Does he have a time restriction for text messages?
No, no. So text is completely off limit. So you're allowed to text. That's fine because he's not a person that will. So he is. He takes after his dad. Won't reply to any text messages. It's become a bit of an issue on the WhatsApp because his nana will text him and say, when anyone has done something that is good, you should say congratulations, Finn. And he'll write back on there, said, Nana said I should say congratulations. And then another text will come through privately. So he doesn't like it. However, my other son, all he does is just text, share on the WhatsApp, post photos
He's
of the
new
dog.
to it, though. He's only just got a phone, hasn't he?
Yeah, but it's very different. He's just, how do I say it? Nice.
Right.
But I've said to my son, like, you're going to have to start texting girls back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But not if he doesn't like them. He doesn't have to text them back.
But still be nice. Like, just text back. It's just,
But isn't that worse? Isn't he kind of leading them on there?
if you've given your number out or you've got their number, it's not an accident now that each other has their number. It's like a deliberate request.
Right.
So text like, sorry, but I don't want to text you anymore.
No, but otherwise he wouldn't have given me his number if he didn't want to.
But then maybe something happened after that.
I guess, yeah. Then he'll just like ghost or block, yeah.
But also get a hint. Like, God.
So thirsty. God. Okay. Yeah.
It's only been 2 weeks.
I'm so bad at texting back with my family group.
Yes.
And they're all organising an extra Christmas, which I'm already annoyed about. Because Christmas Day is on Christmas Day. But, you know.
When are they doing extra Christmas?
The 20th of December.
Right. Oh, so before real Christmas. You can't have it before real Christmas.
That's what our family does. So we do one off with my family, one with Esther's family, year on, year off, blah, blah, blah. And the family who doesn't have Christmas does a pre-Christmas Christmas.
So essentially the system you had to not do that, they've worked a way around it, so you still
I do 2 Christmases every year. And then I have a Friendsmas that I go to, but that's actually fun. And anyway, they set up a separate text group where they all discuss it because they know I'll say no to it. And so when
How do you know about that one?
because they add me in once it's already been organised.
Wow.
But then you can't see above. That's great. So you don't, wait.
Well, no, they fully book it in.
So you can't do
it's
anything
in.
anyway.
It's-
I know, but
it's
like,
set
you know,
in
when you
stone.
add you to the message, you can't see the previous messages.
You
So
can't?
no, you can't. So they could like, oh, Matt's a shithead. He's not on here, blah, blah, blah. All right,
Could
we've all
we
booked
do
it in
that?
and added in.
That's what they do. So
Do you want me to do it now?
I did
shit.
put a little bit of, I added in though this year, and they put me in after they'd already organised it here, and they go, here's all the rundown, everything that's happening. And then someone goes, should we also do a secret Santa on the day? I jumped in, I said, nah, let's all save ourselves the trouble of having to go to the shops again. We don't need it. We'll just get presents for the kids.
All right, Grinch.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, to be fair, we've got the Savage Santa, right?
Yeah, we're doing
And
that.
I am
Oh,
so...
well, so yeah, they said Savage Santa. And I said no
fun.
because no one's savage enough.
That's what I've got an issue with. If you're going to do Savage Santa, be savage.
I agree.
And I said to my mum, if you this year go, oh, sorry, dear, here's a present, bull crap. I'm not having any swapsy behind our back. And you know why? Because my niece is organising it, and she gave me a call, and she said, Abby, I was like, yes, because now I'm her favourite. She goes, everyone wants to downgrade Savage Santa and still give presents on the side. And I was like, well, then no.
Don't play it at all then.
We put in $50 per person for Savage Santa, and I want it to be brutal. And she said to me, she said, Abby, I want there to be tears. And I said, I love you so much. I agree. And that's coming from me. They'll probably be my kids.
I steal stuff in Savage Santa that I don't want just because I know the person who has it wants it.
Would you like a projector where you can watch movies? Because my nephew really wanted that, and I've got it in my home, and I haven't even opened it.
I love it.
I would like that.
Yeah, would you like it?
Yeah, I would like that.
No,
It's
don't
pretty
give
cool.
it
It's
to
just
him.
in
Be
the box.
proper savage. Refuse him.
Yeah, it's just sitting there.
Yeah, I'll
You just
take
plug
it.
it in and
How
I
much?
don't know. Yeah. How much? It's literally sitting there. You can have it.
Sweet, bring it in.
They said it was a good one, but I don't know.
It's worth a shot.
But he was in tears and he wanted it. And I was like, you didn't get it.
That's how you play Savage Santa.
You got a sticker.
Tell Max I will think of him every time I watch a movie on it.
No, it was actually the younger one.
Oh.
I wouldn't do that to Max.
No,
he's
it's your
18.
favourite. Yeah.
No, it was. It was.
Yeah,
a 10-year-old.
why? I get that either. Both my family and Esther's family both do it. They don't steal. They're not savage.
Do you know what's even more savage about it? Which has made me laugh because my niece, who's only 16, really shouldn't have bought all the presents, but went and bought a bottle of gin. She's bought 2 bottles of gin because she thought it was nice. And I said to her, you know that you can't take alcohol in. She goes, oh, but I can. You're allowed to take a certain amount. And I went, that is hilarious because that's going to go off your dad's limit. So he won't be able to buy duty free. And I said, that is so good. She goes, I didn't know that. I said, nah, but just leave it for the airport.
Do you want to know the best Savage Santa I've ever done?
Yeah.
Was you opened up the box and in there was a envelope.
Yeah.
And the envelope says, there is 2 more envelopes here. One has $50 because it was a $50 limit. The other has $200.
Oh.
You can only pick one and you pick the envelope at the end of the game.
Oh.
So essentially what you are stealing is $200. No, so it was less than 50. It was $10 or $200. So what you're doing is potentially stealing $200 that you might even lose at the end of the game.
So good. That's good.
Yeah.
No, I normally rewrap mine as well. So I'll go and get something that's really
Make it look
like good.
bigger.
Like, you'd get like a Ninja slushie and you have the actual box and you have something heavy in there. But then when you open it, it's like toilet paper.
It's a good idea.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
And you've always got to do it. And but I don't know if we'll do it because we're going overseas because I used to do that and then put like a rock in the middle. Actually, we found coal, which was pretty funny.
It's expensive.
Well, it's not, but it was just like on the beach. So and we used to put that in the middle and put all toilet paper around it and then put it in an air fryer that they really wanted.
I wonder if we should take calls on that and ask, is your family shit at Savage Santa?
It's my mum. Speak to her about it. Because she doesn't want to upset everyone. I said, you literally have spent your whole life
Upsetting
trying
everybody?
to see if people could be everyone. All I want is my family to be happy. They're not going to.
No.
They're never, ever going to.
In a bid to make everyone happy, you make no one happy.
That's
You know what I've done, though? I've booked a photographer.
Oh. Overseas?
In Indonesia,
Wow.
to do like proper portraits or...
Yep, they come.
Funeral shots?
They come and they get photos, and my parents would really like it. And they've bought the accommodation. So I was like, well, they deserve it. So I've got a photographer to come in. And I said that to my brothers, and they said, that sounds like one of your shit ideas.
Sounds
Well,
like a
my brothers.
surfing day.
Oh, well, no, because everyone's there because I've told their wives.
Right.
So they have to be. And I said
So
to
you
them,
do it to them too.
yeah, I'll message the wives first. And I said, all of us are getting a group shot, then you can get individual family ones if you want, and then mum and dad want one. And they're like, sounds like one of your shit ideas. And I said, do you know what? I was actually going to only book it for 2 hours. And I said, but they have just said that they're going to throw in a 7-hour package and we get to go to 2 different locations.
No,
There's one we
you
can
are a
go
mole!
to the waterfall.
No.
And I was like, the waterfall? That sounds like
No.
something they would... Well, why
Don't
write
book
that?
it. Don't book that.
It's done. It's done.
Did you book it already?
You haven't met my brothers.
You haven't met her.
No, but I am a brother. And I can feel for them.
No, I used to be the cricket bump,
The wickets.
the wickets. I used to be
Cricket
that.
bum.
Used to be the dartboard.
Did used to be the dartboard. They locked me in a cage with rats.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now you're giving them emotional pain.
Oh, no,
Those,
I still
those
get that
scars
away,
run,
though.
run deeper.
Well, it's for mum and dad. And if they don't want it, then I'm going to get a beautiful dress for the waterfall. I should do it. It's so cute. They're like, how many locations would you like? And I was like, how many can you do?
Careful, they might turn around and go, cool, we'll do these sexy boudoir shots at the waterfall.
My brothers are going to look amazing.
All right, let's get into it. Here's today's podcast.
It's the Stav, Abby and Matt podcast.
When I was growing up, this was a little bit unheard of to be as fascinated with your period as what the younger generation is now, which is great. Basically saying that it's our overall health and I guess studying where you are in your cycle and being able to record that. And maybe I would have had to get a pen and paper to write it down.
I remember the commercials.
was
Woman
it?
on a horse.
It made it look so good, didn't
Looked
it?
like fun. I wanted them.
Yeah, I know, right? And then I think it was like, oh, wait a minute, who are we fooling? No one's actually buying into that. So let's just be honest and say kind of sucks in a lot of ways, but let's just go with it. But there is a lot of different apps that you can follow, and I feel like I've probably downloaded everything to do with your period and also to do with fertility and also to do with your health. And you can put in so much information. And even so much as you can put in your partner details as well, so you can send them notifications of what's happening to you.
I think that is fantastic and should be done more often.
And a lot of people...
Tread lightly, champ.
Yeah. A lot of people hearing this will go like, duh, you should know about it. But they have looked into a lot of the apps and realised that they have the ability, when you sign up with those little terms and conditions that no one reads, to sell the data.
Of course they do.
Of course they do. But when you are not paying for an app, or even if you are paying for an app, then they are selling that data to somewhere else to be able to get the money. And I think now people are just going, well, a lot of that information is so sensitive that we weren't aware of it. For example, if you were doing a fertility one, and then you might click, yes, pregnant, and then all these different products or different companies would get notification.
Oh, hey, bugaboo. Start hitting her up for ads.
But your phone does that anyway.
That's
Yeah.
how
You know,
they
it would
but
do
it's
it.
exactly the same
But
way.
what about if you hit saying pregnancy loss, and then all of a sudden there'll be other campaigns that come your way?
Right.
And I guess people are saying that there is so much of those that we presume that are private. But I don't know if there's any apps that... Wouldn't be. I think it
always
was-
say, if you're not buying anything or selling anything, then you are the product.
But in saying that, that means that you can't use any of it.
No, you
'Cause
just have
it-
to be aware of it.
That's what I'm saying. You can't change the whole rules for it.
I hear you
Because
saying lie about your cycle so they can't get your info right.
do you know how hard it is to remember some sites? So no, I don't want to lie. I don't want to play that trick game with it.
Could you imagine that app, though, honestly, when you're, like, filling it in? It'd be going, are you sure about that? You go, no, I'm not too sure. Hang on, was it yesterday? Was it the day before?
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I think ChatGPT would know a lot more about us girls than we probably know about ourselves.
I guess but that's just the way of the world, really, isn't it?
Well, when you think about it, because the app wasn't made to help you with your...
How dare you? It's got our best interests, and it really wants well for us.
should have checked on your app what part of your cycle you're up to.
Yeah, I know, right?
But yeah, they're completely made for that purpose.
Yeah.
Look how much money this app can make you.
I think it is just this one is such
Personal stuff.
personal stuff because you're updating it daily and you are just so easily influenced by different consumers because it's such a vulnerability, especially for those that are trying to get pregnant. That's such a real, I guess, vulnerable state where you might be open to...
And the other
lot of
scary
purchases.
part of
Yeah.
it is, I mean, I don't know, it might, I don't know if it does or not, but it might not be exclusive to just things that can sell you things. If they say you're on a health app and you're giving it your blood pressure and your obesity scale and all that sort of stuff, and that's been sold to insurance companies and whatnot, and you can't get insured.
I think it was because a lot of the apps said, we will never sell your data.
Yeah.
But then in the fine print,
They said,
it
"We
went
will
on to
sell
say
your
that the
data."
terms allow them to sell all your data as part of the sale of the app or database to other companies. So they're saying that it was a breach of that, but no one is keeping them accountable.
Does it really bother you, though? Like, getting advertised stuff that...
For me,
Yeah.
I'm an oversharer. I tell someone at the bus stop what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's going to come soon.
Because I'm in
But
the
I'm
same...
an oversharer. But for
Yeah.
other people, I can see that it is... it is an issue.
Because, I mean, on the other hand, maybe it works in a great way. Like, maybe it goes, hey, you can tell that you've just had a loss, so maybe we're not going to advertise baby products to that person.
works, though.
Maybe it does.
No, that's not how it-
Maybe it does.
Oh, the feel-good internet
Yeah.
with
I'm
morals.
just saying, let's look on the positive side of something. Maybe, you know.
Yeah.
But that's where they got us, and it's really clever though because they have got us looking on the bright side because we do. We've sold all our data, all our personal information. But I'm getting exact targeted audience member products that I'm going to buy anyway. So the convenience is there.
If it was the case where you had a loss and all of a sudden all the gender reveals, all the pregnancy announcements, all the baby products are deleted off the internet for you, then I would think that was good. But that's not how that works. It's
You just
like
didn't
it's
tick
just
the right
in your
box.
face and it's like
Well, it would start
reminding
sending
you.
you, not to be morbid, but it would start sending you funerals and things.
No, you wouldn't do that. It would.
The algorithm works both ways. It's targeted to send you what you need. So it would send you what
Well,
your
it wouldn't be
situation is.
for funeral things, but it would be a lot more IVF.
And maybe counselling and stuff.
Oh.
Well, if it does one, it does the other.
Yeah, but it's not like that. It's not like counselling. It's more you need this or what you did wrong or the vitamins that did or were you to blame for that?
That too.
Well,
Anyway, I'll update mine today just so they've got all the information they need.
can you add us on it, please?
Really?
That'd be good. Yeah.
Sure.
It's the Stav, Abby and Matt podcast. Stav, Abby and Matt, the podcast.
Anyone that knows me knows that I am a fashion doyen, always one step ahead of the curve. And then I watch as my look and style gets slowly taken over by the masses, and I change mine again.
Never even heard anyone refer to themselves as a fashion doyen, but you.
Really?
What does doyen mean?
It means like tip of the top. Very good at what he does. Doyen, someone comes to, like a mogul.
Who's come to you and said, "Hey, please dress me like you"?
Many people
Stevie Wonder.
who can see. But this one I'm going to get ahead of because there is a new product out there that I like the sound of. It made its debut at New York Fashion Show this week, and it is woolen clothes, made exclusively from the wool of gay sheep.
Who is the person who can confirm that they're gay?
Michael Schmidt, who is
Are
the
they-
director of the fashion house called
Fluid? Or they have to be like
Wool. I think
bisexual,
it's more
fluid, or
cotton. I think it's more cotton than a fluid. It's like a
it
material.
just meant like you said gay sheep, right?
Gay rams.
Like happy?
No, homosexual.
Okay. I just want to
Rams.
meant like are they they're not bisexual. They just have to be
homosexual.
homosexual. Like that's real yeah, okay.
Apparently, they're only using the merinos.
That's my hometown, by the way.
So,
Merino.
is it? So,
How do they know that they are that way inclined?
oh, do I have to explain this to you guys?
Yes.
Yeah, but what
So
I'm
when
trying
a daddy and daddy love each other very much,
yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, do they only have other guys around? They only have other.
they use a pen test, right?
Okay, yep.
And this is actually a human rights story, animal rights story, because rams that aren't interested in the female persuasion will be killed because they don't breed, and they can also throw off the other breeding rams because they go, oh, I might fancy a crack of that.
Can't they just inseminate them these days? Do they have to do the natural way?
I guess some like to do it the natural
Easier.
way.
They just put them out in the paddock, let them do their
Is it
thing.
easier that way? I would have thought that you could get more from.
Well,
not,
yeah,
like
but-
that's a physical act. Might take a little bit of time.
Well, I mean, it's nature. They
Yeah, I know, but I just
and if
figured.
I mean, to be fair, it's a nice thing to do. If you're eventually going to be slaughtered and eaten, at least
Not
let
if
you
you're
have
excluded because you didn't do it. I was saying that you.
So they put them in a pen
Mm.
with male and female sheeps, and if the ram decides it just wants to hang with the boys, they make wool out of it. They make tops and bottoms, although mainly tops.
And why are you into this specifically?
Yeah, why are you ahead of the curve on this one? Now, if you know me,
Because you say
I was into gay sheep before anyone else.
That's what I meant. That seems quite.
Oh, now you all want a piece of the gay
Did you not realise where you were going with this or not?
I was into gay sheep before,
Before everyone else, you really wanted to
My New
claim that.
Zealand friends are going to be headless. No, that is so immature of you
I'm just
both.
trying to work out why.
Because it saves the sheep's lives.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah.
But you eat lamb all the time. You love it.
Yeah, but I'm saving gay sheep.
Okay, just specifically. Okay.
But they don't. When they take their wool, they don't kill them. That's
That's what I mean.
They get to live
But
longer.
Yeah.
They would kill them if they didn't use their wool. Yes, because they're not producing other sheeps and they're throwing all the other sheep off their game because they're like, what's this guy doing? He's looking at me funny.
In the 80s,
Yeah.
I would walk around dressed only in wool
Right.
because my nana would knit often. So I walked around like jumpers, dresses, socks, mittens,
In
scarves.
like 42-degree heat.
Not in winter.
Yeah.
You get to 14. Yay. But honestly, I'd just be like walking around, and because I grew up at Merino, it just looked like.
How many of the sheep's...
I don't know. Back then, I don't know if they
they
like to
even
admit they
tested.
existed. I don't
That's
know.
A lot of them hadn't come out of the paddock at that point, so they were.
So how do you get your hands on this? And how do you know that it is like legit?
Why
Like, do you
would
get
they
to
lie?
see? I'm just saying, do you get to see a photo of,
Of what?
the two?
The ram's going at it.
Well, the dad and the dad, if that's the case.
You get to know... I don't think they go that far. Like, even when you buy a wool jumper now, it doesn't say this is the sheep's that it came from.
No, but it would say it has that legitimate logo with the merino.
I just want to know who's the person who had to go and report that. And just go back and be like, hey, the guys.
Is he a famous designer?
I imagine he would be if he's at New York Fashion Week, yes.
Do you like the jumpers?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Are they rainbow?
I think, no, but the brand
good
is...
point.
Yeah.
Can I have a look at them?
That's dungarees. See?
You're going to wear that.
I could pull that off. The outfit, not the... Yeah.
That's what they made.
That's
I
one
have
of
a
the
look?
things. They made a whole
Can I have
range.
a look?
They made a whole range.
So you're going to dress as a...
I repeat, we're going to put that on the internet. And I repeat,
we
Stav
please
said,
put Stav's name
I am
on it?
ahead of the curve. I think you would look fabulous in that.
Well,
Now you're getting on board.
It's the Stav, Abby and Matt podcast.
It's about 2 weeks away. Your child is going to start complaining that they can't do Snapchat filters.
to be fair, they're all trying to open up accounts now.
Fakies.
Yeah,
Everyone's getting fakey IDs.
Yeah, changing the ages and trying to get parents as the profile pic.
Yeah, social media is going to be banned to anyone under the age of 16. We've talked to a lot of people about it, and someone who we think will know more than anyone is a child psychologist.
Yeah. For almost 4 decades in clinical practice. Michael Carr-Gregg, good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Like Matty said, we've spoken from many different angles. What is your take on the social media ban?
Look, I think basically it's a good idea. We know that the longer young people spend on social media, the worse their mental health, the more anxiety, more depression, more self-harm, more suicidal ideation. So from a mental health point of view, delaying access to accounts to 16 makes a lot of sense.
Have you seen in your practice kids that might have had behavioural issues, or maybe they have been affected from whether it is bullying or even just addiction with their phone?
More than ever than before in my career over the last 10 years. It's been very pronounced, and it was made worse by COVID.
Yes, right. Isn't it ironic, isn't it? People feel isolated, they got more time, and then they go on social media and feel worse.
It's true. It sounds like Michael, that first sentence you said was quite mind-blowing with the things that we know it does to children, leading up to the last one being suicidal tendencies. That sentence alone sounds like it should be banned from children entirely.
Well, I mean, there are other people who would argue that the ban should have been 18, 19. I mean, there's a huge debate on this. The bottom line is this is doable. It's a delay. And kids can still use, and this is the big news, the kids can still use WhatsApp. They can still use Messenger. It's not that they're not going to be able to communicate with their friends anymore. They're just not going to be at the power of Silicon Valley who are using them as products.
See, I think the thing that I have the issue with though, Michael, is that kids can't have accounts, but they're still able to have the app on their phone and access content on the algorithm. And I believe content that's being fed to people is our bigger issue than the ability to message and comment on each other. And we see it in the news now. I don't let my children watch the news because if you turn on the news on television, even here on the radio, all it does is say how bad the world is.
Well, that's true. I guess the big problem I have with social media is it shows the highlight reels of other people's lives presented as reality to kids. And I was seeing more and more kids doing this compare and despair thing where they look at other people's lives and say, why can't my life be like that? I must be inadequate. So, look, I think anything that delays access to that and the algorithms, which are toxic, and
they're so toxic.
Yeah, and prevents kids from seeing child sexual abuse material, that can't be a bad thing.
There was a study, I think it was in Switzerland, and they decided that rather than banning or ever put anything on screen time, they were going to make it compulsory for these kids to watch a lot of different documentaries. Yes, maybe that would bore everyone. But the documentaries studied on, it was kind of like the social dilemma that I think a lot of people have seen. It was to do with childhood too. And it was all about them seeing how the social media giants and a lot of algorithms work to make them a consumer. And they were saying things like that made them automatically go, well, wait a minute, I don't want someone to control me, the same as what rebellious teenagers do.
Yeah.
And they put down the phone. Is it hard because I guess a lot of teenagers at this stage go, oh, you're banning it, you're telling me what to do, as opposed to actually understanding the risks and the reason behind it?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's an incredibly sensible strategy for young people moving up to 16. So they understand social media is a marketplace that trades in human futures. It's designed to maximize engagement, not well-being. Algorithms don't have a conscience, and these platforms are driven entirely by profit, not pedagogy. Get that message through before they hit 16. I think they'll be better users by the time they get an account.
Something I'm concerned about here, though, because it's one that hasn't fallen under the umbrella. And with all the kids going off social media, we're already seeing we're making the same mistakes with AI and AI chatbots befriending kids. Is that going to be the next layer of concern?
Well, it's already a layer of concern for me. I have two independent cases where kids have formed very, very good relationships, in their view, with these AI chatbots. There's no quality control, no control over privacy, and the information that they can get can be catastrophically bad. There's a case in the US where a chat AI bot told a kid to take their own life, and they did.
Yeah, the parents are currently suing. Yeah.
At what point, Michael, and you've done this for 40 years, so you would have dealt with children who are now adults. At what point do parents have to take responsibility for their own children as well? I feel like we're constantly saying the government should look after this and they should do that. But what would you say to parents to start thinking about how they can look after their own family within their own house?
Your child has 86 billion brain cells. They're not wired up yet, and they won't be till the mid-20s. In the meantime, you have to be the frontal cortex. You have to use vitamin N.
It's not good for my kids then.
Vitamin N, which is no, I like it.
Oh, I like that too.
Yeah.
And most importantly, you have to basically make sure your child gets enough sleep, they eat healthily, get some exercise, and have reasonable friends. That's your job as a parent. You are in charge.
Yeah.
About that. Because I had this constant fight with my son that no electronics are allowed to be charged up overnight. And I say, because you'll be tempted. And we have this constant...
you mean in his room? They can't be in his room.
No, to charge up overnight.
So charge it through the day.
Only charge during the day when the solar is out. No. But do you ever think it's silly where we're kind of going, oh, we trust our kids and we should give them that responsibility? And like you said, if the brain is not completely formed, they actually shouldn't be trusted to be able to charge things overnight in their rooms?
Well, I think you've got to choose the hill that you're going to die on. And I think anything that is going to impact on their well-being, and sleep is crucial, should be your concern. And no, I don't trust them to make good decisions because their brain isn't fully developed yet. I love them to death. I've worked with them for 40 years, but I don't trust them.
Yeah.
Michael, about that, is it true that boys have a little bit of that it takes longer to develop? Is that a myth or is it true?
Can you explain that question, please, Abby?
It's absolutely true that the grey matter is laid down later in the brain development in boys than girls. And there's so many 15-year-old girls who say to me every time I meet them, what is it with boys? Why are they so immature? And then I can give them the biological explanation.
Yes, although
So give us a break.
you could ask women my age and we say the same.
Thank you so much for your time this morning. Really appreciate it. And this one will roll out. The 10th of December is when it all kicks in.
Thank you so much. Have fun.
It's the Stav, Abby and Matt podcast. Stav, Abby and Matt, the podcast.
Hey, you can't park that animal over there.
So a camel walks into a bar and the bartender says...
Why the big humps?
Did happen. Camel walked into a bar at the Bogan Gate Hotel and ordered 2 beers and then proceeded to drive home. Don't do that. And there's a koala been spotted in a bedroom of 2 overseas.
You know what is annoying about that? It's made all the talk shows over in America.
Reinforcing the stereotype that our animals will enter our premises at any given time.
And all the other koalas looking at that going, oh, come on, mate.
One stray.
One stray.
And all of us
Look at
now. One person, one koala does one bad thing, and now we're all being tarred with the same brush. Jess, the question is where you've seen a animal. Hello.
Hey, guys.
Where it shouldn't be.
Yeah, where it shouldn't be. Sorry. It's just like,
I went to the zoo and you wouldn't believe it.
Well, if you ring up and answer that question, that's on you and the producers for putting the call through.
All right, Jess, where have you seen an animal out of context?
Well, we had a goanna come through our dog door.
Oh.
Yeah, he was probably his body was about a foot in length, I suppose.
Yeah,
His
they're
tail
big.
was about another 2 feet on that.
Oof.
They're not
And-
vicious. Are they vicious?
They'll bite
They
you.
are
but-
very vicious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, hubby didn't hear him come in through the dog door. He heard the dog go off, but he was on a meeting because he was working from home. So he couldn't really see anything. And then when I got home, a few hours later, he said, can you just check over there? He said the dog was going nuts. And I went over and I thought he'd planted a fake snake, actually. I could just see the tail.
Yeah, right.
It really did look like a fake snake. And as I was like, haha, that's hilarious kind of thing. And then as I've looked further up, I've noticed these massive claws. And I'm like, oh, wow, no, that's real.
Go on. How did you get down?
We had to call a snake catcher. I wasn't dealing
Yeah,
with that.
right.
I would have rathered a snake than a goanna.
Yeah.
Snake catcher goes, nah, don't do iguanas. A bit extra,
No.
thanks.
Yeah, it's in the title, Snake Catcher.
Yeah, but it's got a big tail.
All right, Buzz in Bald Hills. Where have you seen an animal where you shouldn't have?
Well, I saw a snake slither through this bedroom where I used to live in Harvey Bay, and the house is close to just bush. So I decided to try to wrangle it out with a pillowcase, oven mitts, and wooden spoon.
Yeah, oven mitts, well done. Yeah.
And I was able to release it. And over a few years later, I showed a photo to a friend, and a friend said, "Oh, did you know that was a red belly black?"
The most deadliest snake in the world. One of.
Yes, it was a baby one as well. And if they bite you, they don't know how to do the dosages.
retract.
So
No.
yep. So it's like, wow, that's awesome.
I
Mate, did you tell him to relax? You had your oven mitts on. You're not an idiot.
It's not like a computer.
Hello.
We didn't have this in New Zealand when I was growing up. So yeah.
Yeah, just
There you
wetters.
go. There you go. Oh, what's a wetter?
What's that?
That's a bug in New Zealand. You never seen a wetter?
No.
Ooh, they're
A
nasty
bug?
Looking.
What do they do?
They're big. They don't do anything. They're big and nasty and nasty looking. Sometimes they'll climb into your beer bottle.
Oh, okay.
Just down the ditch. I
Oh,
would have
so
thought that it could come over.
They're like a big giant.
Cricket?
Yeah. All right, but they don't hurt you or nothing.
No, but they look at them.
Right.
Rosie in Morayfield, where'd you see animal out of context?
Morning, guys.
Morning.
So Christmas Eve last year, we were out at my parents' farm in the Lockyer Valley and woke up and there was a possum sitting in the fireplace.
Oh.
Obviously, being Christmas, it wasn't on, but the possum kept coming down the chimney into the fireplace. So obviously I had to make the joke about I thought Santa was supposed to come down the chimney, but we have a possum in Australia, clearly.
So Australian, isn't it?
Right.
Did you have to open the door to sort of get it back out?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
opened the door and got him out, and then we ended up having to get up on the roof and put some mesh over the chimney while it's still summer to prevent him from coming back down, because he did it a couple of times.
You knew the
you let him
aircon was
back out
on.
again.
That's why.
Yeah.
I'm
Stop
going
putting me
Yeah.
back out.
I'm
I've just
going
come down.
All right, Sherry and Griffin, bring us home. How Australian is your animal sighting?
The most Australian. So in my childhood, I lived in Western Australia and we were taking a trip down to Albany. Little cottage, went out to go to the outhouse, all of 8 years old, and I've opened the door looking straight in the face of a kangaroo.
Wow.
How big?
Like bigger than me.
Oh, yeah. Well, yes, it would be.
Yeah.
You know, some of those are real dangerous, like big
Yeah.
red kangaroos. You're like,
Embarrassing.
"Ugh."
Were they doing a
you have
number
the
one?
toilet, you have the dunny.
Number one or number two? Were they doing?
I was too scared to pay attention. I screamed and ran.
Oh, yeah.
It's the Stav, Abby and Matt podcast.
Interesting conversation with my mother. She caught up with a friend, very old friend that she hadn't seen for ages and ages, and she's very looking forward to it. So, you know, when you go, I talked to my mum quite a bit, and she was just waiting for her, so she called me because she was free. I'm that person, a free person. And then as soon as she's here, she's like, all right, I got to hang up. And then she called me after, and she goes, she's so fabulous, you know. She has a lot of money. I was like, okay, great. So she goes, I had there with my fake designer bag, and she had real designer bags. And I was like, oh, that's not fake, is it? She's like, no, I have a job that pays very well. She was like, oh, what is it? She goes, don't judge. And my mum goes, I will not judge.
She didn't mean that.
She did mean that. She's fascinated. My mum has talked about it ever since. She is a receptionist at a massage parlour where I believe the details are either lingerie, bikini, or nude of the women.
The masseuses.
Masseuse. And they massage. And
Doesn't that start with a B?
no. And this is what my mum can't get her head around.
And
because
in
she
ruffle?
said, no, because she said to her, she goes, oh, so what happens? Mum had like 50,000 questions. So what happens? Do the girls get to shower between? And she goes, no. She goes, oh, that's awful.
Oh, you want a
That's
discount
awful.
if
And
you
she
came
goes-
later in
she
the
goes,
day?
Oh, you've got the wrong thing. It's not sexual at all. Well, it kind of is. She goes, there's no touching from the males.
Oh.
And Mum was like, so wait, let me get this straight. They pay $500 for an hour to get a massage, but nothing happens after. And Mum goes, that is rubbish. That is, obviously it happens. And she goes, no. It's not allowed. There was one female that crossed over the line and was offering services and she got kicked out because you're not allowed to.
Okay, so they're obviously not licensed for that.
They don't want to do that. It is just for the massage, but for nude or lingerie. Mum got home. You know what Mum did?
Applied for a job.
No, she's going to hate me saying this. She went home. My dad had gone to the doctor and wanted to talk about his appointment. So she was going to have a shower, stripped off and listened to him for 15 minutes and said, that's $250.
Ah.
And I was like, why did you do that? And she said, because some of the women will just talk to the guy.
The guy just wants to chat.
Just wants to chat. So they'll pay $500 and she'll either be in lingerie
Hang on a
or
second.
nude.
Did your mum actually do that?
Yeah. She said it was 15 minutes, so I wanted to charge him $250. My dad.
Did he pay?
No.
No.
Oh.
No.
But she's like, if that's what it is. And I said, did he still go on with the conversation? She
Yeah.
goes, yeah.
Yeah.
He just wanted to talk about the
He
doctor.
just he did. I guess so. She stripped off and sat down, and he didn't flinch at all. He was like,
But
"This
she
is
said I was going to have a
completely."
shower. And she was like intensively listening, which I said that's what you need to do.
Okay.
Because, and I feel so sad about it. But yet, if that's what people,
It's quite a well-known statistic that a lot of, even the ones that offer full services, they get a lot of men that just want to cuddle or chat.
it's sad
It is sad.
that they're not getting that in their life. Because women just want to be listened to and men just want to be listened to. But I think as the marriage might
Yeah,
go
but
on,
we only want to be listened to when you're naked.
that's what I mean. Is that what we're doing wrong?
We would love conversation with you, with your clothes off.
That's what it just seems sad that people need to pay for it.
I think
yeah.
you got to think of the circumstance. So maybe there's men whose partners have passed.
Yes.
And they feel guilt about doing something like that with another woman that might be a proper relationship. So for them, they can get.
But they're not getting intimacy. It's just a
No,
talk.
I know,
Otherwise,
but they-
wouldn't you go to a therapist?
Yeah, but you're getting a little. Maybe you're getting a little bit of intimacy. You know, like
There's no touching.
no, but you know, they're seeing a naked woman,
okay.
so they're getting a little bit of that, but they're able to remove the guilt of cheating. I don't
If
know.
anyone has worked in the adult industry, maybe you could confirm it that, of course, people are paying for the services, but are people paying and not having the service? Like, is it just a chat? 13, 10, 60? Because that would just feel...
We touched on it briefly just earlier, but topless therapy I could get behind.
Wouldn't you just go to therapy? What about... So it doesn't matter?
Topless
Didn't
therapy.
you see, like, a guy just topless?
Yeah, my last therapist was a bloke. That would be weird.
Yeah, but
That's so weird. Hey, do you want a massage or not?
And
Whereas
my,
a girl,
my
you
other
go in there
problem
and
with
you
it,
go,
which I said to you yesterday when we were chatting about this, is with a massage, your face is in the hole. So you wouldn't even see anything.
He gets really upset about that you'd be paying $500. But wouldn't you just
be
know?
looking at the floor.
Wouldn't you know?
You could pretend with a full clothes one.
No, surely you'd be able to. There'd be setups where you can see.
There'd have to be, wouldn't there?
Yeah, there'd have to be some sort of mirror setup.
Otherwise you'd be like, look,
You
I'm
get
not
it.
wearing any shoes.
Yeah, because they could just tell you they're nude, but they're wearing a tracksuit.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you just get a massage?
Yeah, I mean, I personally
$500 is
don't
a lot.
understand
Would you
it.
prefer? Would
Yeah.
you prefer to be massaged by Chris Hemsworth dressed, or Chris Hemsworth in Budgie Smugglers?
A massage wouldn't be...
Which one would you prefer?
Oh,
If he was standing there and Budgie Smugglers and he goes, I could massage you, Abby, but I could also go put some clothes on.
Budgie
and do it."
Smugglers kind of make
There
me
you
laugh,
go,
but yeah.
Okay, well then, Okanui.
Yeah, I don't think any woman's ever looked at a bloke in a little red Speedo.
God, I could take you back to my place, lifesaver. I don't know. The younger people probably do now.
It's the Stav, Abby and Matt podcast. Stav, Abby and Matt, the podcast.
Now, I know teachers were on strike yesterday.
Yeah.
But my son goes to a little Catholic school. So there was no strike there for them. And he is in year 6, so it's his last year of primary school.
I've seen all the graduation photos. From people posting, going, they're graduating. I'm like, of course, because now they got one for like year 6, going into high school.
Yeah, and it's a bit of a different experience for Esther and I because we moved so much when Ethan was little. Like, he went to a new school every 2 years, the poor kid. This is the first time in our lives that we've had a kid go to one school only. Like, it was very, very different. So
it is a lot for the parents. In all honesty, like you graduate as well because
Completely.
It's all those families that you've got to know over the years and often they're going to different high schools. So it is a little bit of a,
End of an era?
yeah.
I guess so, yeah. Like, are we going to keep this WhatsApp group or are we all just going to bail out at the end?
Yeah.
Because there's too much chitty chat. I'll stay in it, but just calm things
I'll
down.
mute it.
Yeah. But obviously they do really cute stuff where they show their school photo where they were preppies and then their photo of now in year 6. And everyone's like, no, how cute.
So cute.
And then they have to do things like they make little scrapbooks of their time over that highlights all the things that they've done over the years. And that's very obvious that the boys have banged theirs together in the last day, and the girls have been working on it all year long because they've got these big, beautiful scrapbooks. Xander had 2 or 3 pages. Even then, he thought that was too much.
It's not like you would have done any different.
I probably wouldn't have even done the scrapbook.
They got me the right song at the end of every year.
Write a song?
For your school?
Yeah, and then they would put all the photos behind it.
Oh, right.
You mean when you were at school or for Rory's?
For Rory.
Oh, right.
Oh, right.
I've chosen one.
Right. And what was the song that you wrote?
Whatever the kids told me it had to be.
Like as in a parody style one?
Yeah.
Oh, cute.
Okay, right. And then they have to write a poem. And I don't know whether he chat GPT this or not, but he said year 5 ended, put out of sight. Year 6 came with quite the fright. First day back, my stomach dropped, my jaw tingled, nerves couldn't be stopped. He goes through a few things. And then term 2 starts with the colour run, yet did I know the fun had just begun. Mother's Day stalls with lots to buy. All these presents made my wallet cry.
Hey.
Oh, that's cute. That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
So there's a bit of stuff in there, but
He's going to do great at high school if he's already on ChatGPT.
well, he says he didn't chat GPT it. And I said, are you sure? And then his teacher was like, yes. I was like,
That's
my
really great.
Lord. But I realised they have to draw a picture of themselves. And I realised that Xander, my 11-year-old son, can never get bullied.
Right.
As in, no one can bully him. It will not affect him. People could do anything to him and it's not going to matter because they had to do a self-portrait.
And you think he really paid himself out? Did he go, you know what, I'll roast myself here?
No one will bully that kid harder than he bullies himself. I said to him, great picture, great drawing. He goes, nah, I did that on purpose, Dad. So what happens, you know those caricature photos where they accentuate?
You accentuate. So if you've got a slightly bigger nose, it becomes something very, very large.
Yes.
This is...
What characteristic did he really focus?
Okay, so if you were going to draw a picture of me, you would...
Eyebrows and...
What would you do for Xander, do you reckon, knowing what he looks like?
See, I wouldn't say that he has any of those features. He looks more like his mum, which is gorgeous.
Well, you ready to see the picture he drew of himself?
Oh, his teeth. He's really gone with the teeth. And the mullet. He's got teeth and mullet. He's wearing a suit.
He is wearing a
That's
suit.
a bit...
Yeah, he's never worn a suit in his
suit with
life.
a Nike swish? Great.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's horrendous, guys.
Oh.
It's a
He hasn't got a nose.
He's got my teeth.
He does.
He does.
He's got buck teeth.
Oh, he does. I love his strength though. Is his word? Strength in those teeth.
Strength. Yeah. He goes, yeah. I just thought I'd have a bit of fun with it.
Does he have big teeth?
Well, he's got like any teenage boy. You know how when they get their new teeth,
They're
that they
too
just
large for their face.
Their head's got to grow into their teeth.
Tragically, mine never did.
But there's
You
still
don't-
time.
Not really. I think my head's shrinking.
Sounds like
No, that's your brain.
Yeah, well.
I just thought it was interesting that he trolled himself on purpose.
Well, you troll yourself, like you can't be
Maybe
trolled.
he really did try, and you're just saying that. What did the girls look like? I bet they looked
They were
beautiful.
perfect.
Yes,
They were all
of
fantastic.
course. Yeah.
Put a lot of effort into it.
yeah.
But
You must
That's
be,
good.
and you must be real proud because there's a lot of money in poetry.
yeah,
He's got a very big neck.
Yeah, he does have a big neck.
Really ready for the
Kind of-
NRL. It's strong.
Kind of reminds me of Trump for some reason.
Everything reminds you of Trump stuff.
Who said that? Trump?
It's the Stav, Abby and Matt podcast.
Went to the movies last night because my cousin is a filmmaker.
Right.
She actually went to school with the Hilltop Hoods, and I think one of her first projects was doing a film clip for them.
oh yeah.
Yeah, when they were like teenagers with a
Oh, so not,
handy cam.
not nosebleed section before that.
You're cute. No. It was just back in the day. But my cousin grew up, she just always had a camera. Always was filming a lot of things and did a lot of short films, and then went into documentary territory, and she's made some amazing, impactful, I guess, films. And you actually will be able to watch this one on Monday, she revealed at the end. So she's gone around Australia and she's premiered it. And she went into a jail. So she got permission to go into a women's jail for 6 months. She went in there every single day.
Wow.
For 8 hours. A lot of the prisoners were saying that she was there when they woke up, and she was there when they get locked away, I guess, for the night. And it's extraordinary, she was saying, to be able to film them and have complete access as they would go to court, because they wouldn't actually go to court anymore, I guess, even since COVID. They will do it through conference call.
On Skype and stuff.
Yeah, but you see them actually going to the part of the jail where they sort of go into a conference call and how they want to get bail, and then you see them coming out. And even at the start, they talk about not condoning the criminal action that got them into there, but doing a bit of a backstory for it. And the whole program is singing and music. So they have this professional songwriter go into the jail, and there is a select program where they apply for it and they learn the ukulele.
Okay.
Maybe that's the easiest to learn. Is that it?
It's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Well, you couldn't start at recorder. That'd drive. They're already in jail.
Like,
you don't want to punish them anymore.
Riot.
But that was one of the questions. One of the questions that they asked is, do you have access to play the instrument in your cell for an hour and not annoy others? So it depends
I really want to play the drums.
you know. And then, not to give too much away, the symphony orchestra come in and they perform with them
Right, okay.
at the jail. And I found it so extraordinary, because I know that you've always spoken about this stuff, about rehabilitation. And there is a limit on it. And especially at the moment, there is youth crime and everyone's saying we need to be tough on them, and rightly so for their actions. But it was really emotional to see the backstory of these girls and how difficult their upbringing was, and the generational trauma and generational crime and addiction. And it was a lot to do with addiction of drugs and alcohol, even so much as you saw a lot of them have tests, urine tests, and then not go out and not be able to go on with the performance, because then they had to go to maximum security.
Right, so they got to stay clean in order to be in the program.
Yeah, but you hear about them, they're in jail, so you would expect them to be able to. And you hear them saying, I wouldn't do anything to jeopardise it. And they go to a court appearance and it doesn't go how they want. And then they're like, what's the point?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Get denied parole.
Yeah. And you just see how tough it was. There's stories of them being able to go out to the outside and desperately want to get out. And then you see this girl going, I really miss being back in there, because I had the friendship of the girls. I had 3 meals. I now have just a sleeping bag, and I'm sleeping on people's couches.
I think that, maybe if you're in jail for 15 years and then you go out and you don't really have any friends or anything like that must be a tough one too.
Yeah.
Institutionalized, they call it.
But if you heard, because they write their own songs.
Right.
So the whole process of them is writing their own songs and then performing it. And you
all about jail?
To break free.
Pardon?
Is it all about jail?
Yeah, and
The
getting
songs?
Yeah.
There's a song called Freedom.
Right.
Yeah.
There was one about food.
Yeah.
They love their friggin' food. And then they were like, we're fasting, dieting. We love food. Because I think that's probably a focus when they're in there. Yeah. There's a lot about heartbreak, I guess, and trying to keep on the straight and narrow. But just to hear these women then perform this song from their heart and how therapeutic it could be, I hope it's a program that they then roll out into a lot of different jails.
They do. I know about other prison choirs and whatnot around the place. Yeah.
Yeah, but I just think for anyone who's been institutionalized, I guess, it would be a really interesting movie for them to be able to watch. And I think from those people that maybe have a bit of an intolerance of people that have gone to jail, it'll be interesting because there was a Q&A for one of the people that were in the movie, and she was saying you actually die with a criminal sentence. Like, that's who you are for life.
Yeah. Record, yeah.
You know, and she goes, and rightly
you.
say, she goes, people are allowed to do background checks. Like, they should do background checks. It's their, safety. It's their job. She said, but it's also really hard when you are in that to be able to escape it. She said, I just needed to love something more than what I loved drugs.
And that's a hard one, isn't
It's
it?
a real hard one. But it's called Songs Inside. So you can watch it on the ABC. So it's released on the ABC on Monday night.
Amazing.
Yeah, 8:30 I think on Monday night. But Songs Inside. But it was really, really phenomenal to be able to see people not just learn an instrument in that short period of time.
Well, talented cousin.
She is, yeah. You're thinking favourite?
There had to be
I
one.
wasn't.
The whole family is, yeah.
Abby and Matt.
Alpha Bucks tomorrow. Your chance at 50 grand. Here are some of the answers. 6 o'clock. Your letter is J. Jordan, Jerry Maguire, and Jigsaw are the answers. 7. M. Mountain Dew, Mulberry, and Moby Dick. 8 o'clock. D is your letter, and deodorant, dolphins, and donuts are your answers. We will see you tomorrow.
Thanks for listening to the Stab Abby and Matt podcast for Chemist Warehouse. It's big. It's crazy. It's the Chemist Warehouse Fragrance Frenzy Sale. Your favourite big brand fragrances are on sale now at Chemist Warehouse. Shop in store or online.